Everybody, hey, listen. I was naming some fighters from Philadelphia. You have Bernard Hopkins. He's the most notable one. No, Joe Frazier is the most notable one. He's the most famous one. You got Joe Frazier. You got Bernard Hopkins. You got Charles the Natural Brewer. He was a bad dude, 160. I don't know what happened to him. You had Matthew Saad Muhammad. And you had Meldrick Taylor. And you had a few others that I don't know. But those are like the ones I know of my era. And they were great fighters, good fighters, tough fighters. And that's what Philadelphia is known for tough fighters. But then somebody was talking about Rocky. And you know, Rocky takes place in Philadelphia. And Rocky was supposed to be a club fighter. You know, a club fighter is a guy that mostly fights like at hotels, hotels and the armory and stuff like that. I was a club fighter, meaning I never became a contender. But Rocky is the story of a guy that was a club fighter. His determination made him a contender and then a world champion. And you know, there are a few guys that started out as club fighters. Most fighters got to start at the bottom. But if you got money behind you, if you're a good prospect, then you'll get people that'll put money behind you. And you know, it's a gamble because there's no guarantee that you're going to become a world-class fighter and make millions of dollars. There's no guarantee in the sport. But most guys that get backings, that get somebody to back them, are guys that win gold medals or did really well, that did really good in the Olympics. Like De La Hoya, I think he made good money his first fight. But like Shane Mosley, he made good money on his first upcoming fight, his very first fight. My first fight only got $200. But you know, you don't make a lot of money in your first fight unless you've been out there and your name is known in the Olympics and in the amateurs and stuff like that. Mark Breland made good money his first fight. But let me get on with what I'm trying to say. But like I was saying, you know, like club fighters. Nobody know Rocky was supposed to be a club fighter, and he became a contender, and he went on to become a world champion. Now everybody knows who Rocky is, but nobody knows who Charles Brewer is. Nobody really knows who Meldrick Taylor is. Nobody really knows who Charles the Natural Brewer is. Nobody really knows who Bernard Hopkins is. And some people know who Joe Frazier is. If I ask the average person who are these fighters that I just named, the average person don't know who they are. Boxing fans know who they are, but the average person don't know who they are. But if you ask the average person who Rocky is, they know who Rocky is. They know who Sylvester Stallone is. Now, the point I'm getting at is, all the guys I know that you don't know, but you know who Sylvester Stallone is because he wrote his own story. He didn't wait for somebody to say something nice about him. Like I tell people, like black people keep getting mad at the Oscars and shit about us not winning awards at the Oscars and shit. And I was saying Hollywood they don't owe black people nothing. They don't owe you shit. It's not their job to say something good about black people. That's black people's job. Hollywood don't owe black people shit. They don't owe black people nothing. They ain't gotta say shit about you that's good. You know, like I keep telling people, man, it's not my job to tell you how great your father was. That's your job. Stop waiting for somebody to say something good about you and start saying something good about yourself. You know what I'm saying? I said all that just to say that, right? Let me go, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. And like I said before, stop waiting for somebody to say something good about you and say something good about yourself. Peace.